This time on Highway Thru Hell.
Drag that out of the way.
Big promises in a big storm.
I needed a guy who was at Adam's level.
Fail big time. Competition heats up on the hill,
Come here to get scooped by all.
I got this place sewing up, James.
forcing Jamie and his crew into a dangerous corner. On the Highway Thru Hell, the last line of defense is a heavy rescue team ready to tackle any disaster, because closure is not an option. Blast of winter is rolling through British Columbia's Cascade Mountains.
That's just a real ugly mess up there. Looks like they got a lot of snow down here. Lots of snow.
Trucks are spun out on all three highways.
Is snow covered with large sections of black ice here, just to give you a heads up.
Everything's closed, man. Everything.
And up at the summit of the Coquihalla Highway, the southbound lane has been shut down for over an hour.
Now we got a wreck here up by the Coles Lake turnoff. Pickup in the trailer, he's got his boulder and toolbox all over the road. Trooper being in behind him, he's got his broken steering box, and oh, I tell you, should have stayed at home drinking beer.
The overnight freight is stopped dead.
I guess what's happened here is a light-duty vehicle jackknifed in front of the truck here, and they sort of wrapped themselves around each other. But what we're going to have to do is basically get out of the way here so Al can pull this one straight, and hopefully then we can get the highway open.
Tow truck coming south in the northbound lane.
Got a lot of traffic here.
Al Quiring's been doing tow-ups for hours.
Yep. Just back this up and we'll drag that out of the way, and then we'll get the road open.
The bed of the pickup is still wedged under the semi-trailer, but Al's first job is to move the debris from the pickup's trailer.
The welder from the back of the pickup truck, I believe, here. And there's also the big, what we call a dry box, big toolbox there, too.
Yeah, there's some pickups and everything on the other side of me there, Al. Yeah.
A lot of my family's customers go up and down that corridor, and if they're backed up in traffic, they're not making profit for their family, so keeping the freight moving.
And there's more at risk than money.
All it takes is somebody not paying attention on a highway, and nothing worse than running into the back of a parked semi.
Let's grab the steel box there. Get your fingers out of there.
Go for 10, 12, 14, 18 hours there in a heavy snowstorm, and it'll seem like 15 minutes.
I'm just going to park that there for now. I'm going to come back and pull the pickup truck and trailer, then we'll be able to open up the road.
When I'm done the job, I'm heading home for Mama's dinner. So the sooner we get at it, the sooner we're eating. When I'm towing, I like to eat.
But the snow isn't stopping. Al's dinner will have to wait.
Anybody know what's going on with Highway 3?
South of the Coke, on Highway 3, one of Jamie Davis Heavy Rescue's best customers has spun out, trying to get over Allison Pass.
Well, at least I got Jamie on it. I'll get it cleared up anyways.
It's the perfect call for Jamie's newest driver, who has taken over the aging tandem that used to belong to Jamie's most senior driver, old Bruce.
Where we're going, it's fairly remote. Not a lot of services around. It is a provincial park.
Howie Irwin is a heavy recovery vet who used to work the coke for Jamie and his brother before buying his own truck and moving to the city.
This is what I've always done. This is what I've always liked. This is what keeps me going every day, so I decided to jump back into it after 2 years off.
I needed a guy who was kind of at Adam's level. He understands the mountain just like Adam does. Those guys can read the highway.
I feel like a racehorse stuck in the gate half the time. And then as soon as the gate opens, just bang, gone.
Yeah, you know I'm running my old truck still, but it's just getting to the point where the tail's wagging the dog, so I gotta stop the bleeding and park it for a while.
You'd be the only, full-time tandem guy here.
Adam's not gonna be here in the winter?
Adam's done. Well, he's not done. He's gone to Alberta, so we're gonna kind of keep the old trucks hanging around here to do here, right?
Jamie recently expanded to Alberta and sent most of his state-of-the-art wreckers to the oil patch. He's relying on the Rotator and Bruce's old truck to keep the coke open.
So you want to use this as a frontline unit then? He wants me to drive the old 750 that Bruce had.
You have a hard time getting drivers to drive older equipment. You really do. There's the odd duck. This is going to be our #1 truck for now.
All right.
But there's a couple single axles too, and the Rotator's here too.
Jamie needs an operator who can handle the coke.
Well, it's all right. It's just miles, right?
And he won't find a better driver than Howie.
Okay, cool, man. I know what the challenge is. I know how the truck operates. I know how to make it perform to what I need it to do.
Howie loves the old school trucks. He doesn't want a brand new truck. So he's a perfect fit for what we've got going on.
I'm used to being self-sufficient and out in the bush, and I am the rescue party. So, nobody coming for me.
Now, Howie's on the way to his first job, heading 40 miles up Highway 3 to rescue a stranded B train.
It's my first big truck call back after 2 years at not towing, so, it's pretty imperative to me that I get it done right.
Yeah, no one up here.
Damn near a foot of snow.
Driving into a fairly substantial storm. There's not a line to be seen on the road other than the tracks from 2 vehicles passing in the dark. It's accumulating. It's what I like to call greasy.
The worst conditions on a road full of sharp curves.
I used to get driving complaints coming through here all the time because they're 50-kilometer-an-hour corners, and we're all doing 75, 80K an hour through here like it's a race car.
I am the rescue party. Nobody coming for me.
On Highway 3, Heavy Rescue's newest driver is down.
Yeah, wonderful. Next thought I had was fuel leaks, oil leaks, how's the motor? Is it gonna drive home? Self-preservation mode.
Yeah, there's damage. There's always damage.
Howie lost control on a sharp corner. His rear end slid around, and the truck slammed backwards into the ditch.
No service. 50? Is anybody on here? Crap.
It's the first big storm of the season. With only 2 big wreckers left in BC, Jamie is down half his fleet.
How?
Typical Howie fashion. it all up as soon as you show up.
3:30 in the morning, been gone an hour.
I can't make any excuses for it. I screwed up.
We're waiting for somebody to show up so I can get a phone call to the office.
We're here till help arrives, and I knew the only help that could come and get me was Jamie.
Do you feel like making a phone call for me when you get down into town?
Sure.
I got a call from our dispatcher telling me about Howie being in the ditch up here.
It's not the kind of recovery call Jamie wants to make.
Bruce loved that truck. I love driving that truck.
Sweet truck when she's done.
Putting a wicked sound system in it, and all underneath the body, they're gonna put strobe lights.
Just waiting to see what he's gonna say. If I'd have shown up in his seat, I'd have knocked me out.
Yeah, we found a tow truck. I'll turn around, we'll get you out of here.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Hoping it comes out like as easy as it went in.
Jamie has to avoid causing more damage to the old 750.
Will that clear?
He uses the Rotator's lifting power to raise the truck straight up without dragging the undercarriage over the rocks.
Are you clear?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing around now, okay? He's on the ground, eh?
This is the worst time of the year to have a crash.
That's bad there, that's hard to fix. Whole fuel tank too, eh?
Didn't blow a hole in it, but it got a good-sized dent. It was sideways on me before I even got to the corner.
This truck might even be a write-off.
It's kind of depressing. That's the only other big wrecker we have besides this here, because I've sent everything else out to Alberta.
I'm just gonna limp her home now and then go from there.
You can do a million good jobs. You only remember the one.
First day on the job, first call out that he goes on, and he's in the ditch. Just luck of the draw.
As Howie limps home, it's up to Jamie to finish his job.
Okay, then we'll get him out of there as quick as we can.
A job that's now costing him money.
What a way to start your first day.
In northern Alberta, the roads to the oil fields are littered with so many wrecks.
That's a pickup truck rolled over.
They're sometimes abandoned for days at a time.
I can't believe they leave cars in a ditch like this around here. It's like right there.
It's up to Adam Gazzola to manage Jamie's new recovery operation here.
Every truck we had was just going flat out. It's really picking up, almost scary. We don't have the equipment to handle it.
This morning, Jamie's new Alberta hire, Colin, is gassing up on his way to another recovery.
Just grabbing some fuel to make sure that we don't run out of fuel up there on the E01.
Colin's a city driver, fresh from Vancouver.
All right, off we go.
He's got a lot to prove.
I wanted to see if I could do it. I wanted to see if I could tow on the highway and tow in the severe winter conditions.
The info I have so far is that I have a medium-duty vehicle that's either slid off into the ditch or has rolled over into the ditch.
A pickup truck in the woods looks like a simple job, but there's added pressure. Adam will be watching from down the road.
Adam's very, very good at what he does. He takes the time. He's meticulous to make sure that the details are there.
What are you doing? I'm just turning around. You're right behind me. Stay off the road until we got the sign set up. All right.
Guy that ain't thinking starts going out on the highway. I'm a stern boss. I want things done a certain way. It's not loosey-goosey. It's gotta be done right.
The recovery is just 15 miles north of Lac La Biche on Highway 881, a main route to northern Alberta's new oil field developments.
So you kind of want to get out of here as quick as you can.
A bottleneck here will cost the economy thousands of dollars a minute.
It should be a really simple pull. We should be out of here in about 10, 15 minutes.
Colin will use Adam's heavy wrecker, HR 52, to pull the truck straight out of the ditch.
That's coming.
But this simple pull has a hidden challenge.
Not a lot of room. This vehicle here is designed to go on the train tracks. So it's got some extra landing gear, running gear here.
The truck's fitted with metal wheels that can lower from the bottom of the chassis. It can then drive along the railroad to reach remote work sites. It leaves the pickup with low clearance.
Something.
Colin, let's go here.
The heavy steel framework is stuck on a stump.
Is it possible you guys can give me the whole highway for a couple minutes?
Are y'all hooked up, ready to go?
Oh yeah, I'm all hooked up to it and everything, and I've tried pulling it a couple times, but she's fighting.
Colin has to reposition the truck for a better angle and close down both lanes of the highway.
He's used to hooking up and going and not used to probably working on 2-lane roads like this. So it's definitely a culture shock for him. He's got to learn to get her off the road. Then you can around with it. Come on.
Finally, the truck clears the stump.
Well, we got her up. Now we're just gonna get ready to tow it.
It's always good when you get a job done. We'd been there a little too long. Definitely nice to see the traffic start rolling.
Hopefully he just hooks it up real quick and gets it off the road. Only time will tell if Colin will be a heavy rescue guy.
That's why we wear steel toe boots.
It's too early to tell.
Okay, we are ready to go. I hope Adam would have approved of that. I'm just gonna go up and turn around, Adam.
Hey. For me, it looked like it took a long time. So.
Back in BC, the yard is filling up with recoveries from last night's storm.
Here comes the truck.
But one wreck in particular catches Jamie's attention.
Unbelievable.
The pickup that belongs to his stepson, Brandon.
Unreal. Yeah, you just hammered this thing, man. The cab's touching the box.
Yeah.
Last night, he spun out and hit a power pole.
Doesn't that show you how quickly your life can change in a minute? I don't know, Brandon. I don't know, to be honest with you. This is a pretty big deal here. Really big deal.
You have a hard hat?
Brandon's already completed a course in heavy rescue.
Keep going.
Hoping to convince his stepdad to give him a chance on the bigger trucks in Alberta.
Beautiful job.
Hey, got it.
Let's go get my course.
But Jamie's having second thoughts.
You've been talking about going to Fort McMurray. Why do you want to go there?
The work is better there. There's more opportunity for me to, right here, right now. I wake up every morning and, there's no calls, there's no wrecks, there's nothing to do, and it's just like the odd job every once in a while. And I feel like out there it would be perfect opportunity for me to grow into a man, because I'm almost 19 years old now.
I don't feel comfortable I can send you in that environment without first knowing that you're okay to do it here. I don't want to have him at the side of the highway, dead. I think it'd be irresponsible of me to throw him in a vehicle and send him there.
What's wrong with me
You
going out
haven't
there and
shown
fighting?
me, and it's not.
Because how have I had the opportunity? I don't.
Well, I'm going to give it to you.
The opportunity is calling my name out there. There's snow on the ground. There's ice on the. There's ice all over the roads.
It's not all about that. It's about customers and taking care of the customers.
Oh my God.
So I wouldn't be a good stepdad. I wouldn't be a good business owner. I wouldn't be anything.
It happens to people every day, though.
Yeah.
Unexpected things happen.
You're not
every day.
going, so that's just the way it is. If you want to prove to yourself here, I'll let you do that. I'll bring the little tow truck here again, and that's what it is.
What's that?
I'm ready to do things. I'm ready to work. It's not like I've been wasting hours and hours studying and doing tests and doing courses for nothing, for him to tell me I'm not mentally prepared.
At the end of the day, he hasn't proven himself here. You know, I can't, with good conscience, send him to go on a job like that.
There is no chance to prove myself here. I've been trying to prove myself since day one. No, I'm done here. Done.
Snowing on the top of the coast. Yeah, I hear it coming.
It's Monday morning. A fresh storm is sweeping over the coast.
It'll be a blizzard when they get to the top.
We've had some waves of very heavy snow. We've had some pretty high winds associated with it, limiting visibility. So it's been a challenge. We had a semi-wipe out a power pole up at the north end. And here we are with another one spinning out.
Hold traffic at Box Canyon.
Al Quiring and his single green wrecker
Everything's off, it's gonna come down. Yeah, that one?
have been on the hill since before sunrise.
Not letting anybody through till they clear the highway.
And he's got more work than he can handle.
Smasher's all screwed up right now. Well, it's gonna be an all day up there then, isn't it?
Just before 11 a.m., Jamie answers a call to help out on the hill.
Police called us to come and tow the guy, and now he's not there.
They can't get a hold of Jamie Davis?
Clearing's up there.
Oh, that says it all.
Sounds like we might have got the scoop by Al, so. You know, if Al's there and he's scooping the job, he may not even know that the police called us, right? You know, us leaving the yard without a credit card number or some kind of way to confirm payment is absolutely stupid. Might as well buy a Tim Hortons franchise and be warm all day.
The cops called us to go up there to do that job, and then I hear you're doing it. It's like, oh, I'm turning around.
I got this place sewing up, James.
$400 in fuel to come here to get scooped by Al.
You got rust on your chrome, James.
Yeah, I'm never gonna buy chrome again.
I don't waste money on chrome. All that money in chrome, who pays for that? Cable's all rusty. The chrome. Big green always wins.
I've been scooped once by Al, I've been scooped by Al 100 times, so you know what? Losing is a part of winning. If I won all the time, it would be no fun.
In Lac La Biche, Alberta, at the entry point to Highway 881, Adam's crew has set up a new shop for their gear.
When's the water coming?
Sometime today. Hopefully all we gotta do is turn that pump on. It should prime itself, you think. Hopefully.
But the crew's been too busy to find a home for themselves.
The living accommodations aren't very good. We're staying at the shop and there's nothing there, no furniture, stove, fridge, anything like that. Colin's been sleeping in the Western Star. I slept on the shop floor for the last 2 days. And it's a business, right? It's not a homeless shelter. And I just basically lay these two towels on the floor here. First, I lay the box spring down, right? I lay that on the floor. Then I got my back supporter here. I got nice French doors out my bedroom. Just bad.
Kevin's living in a little more luxury.
I just jump in her and I recline the seat and I pull out my Netflix and watch some TV.
Got that homey feeling to it, eh?
Here's my pillow.
Here. Welcome home, boys.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Yeah.
Back in BC, there's more bad weather blowing in. And Jamie's finally found some work for his Rotator, just down the road from his shop.
He's just stuck here a little bit, lost traction. Looks like his trailer found a sinkhole. Nearly half his axles are sunk in the back. He only needs a quick pull here. This isn't anything too dynamic, so we'll be in and out of here in no time. So I'm gonna run some cable out, clamp this leg down, and then I'll pull you.
It's not major work, but Jamie's not complaining.
No, any job will do right now.
Jamie moves the rotator forward for the pull. But the line snags on something.
The line caught up on the tensioner, so we just have a bit of damage. So when I get back, I have a repair to do, believe it or not.
The tensioner helps guide the winch line back onto the spool.
It's gonna be costing us money.
Jamie's able to finish the job, but the rotator will have to be pulled off the road till it's fixed.
Good things are going in Alberta. This is the first job I've done probably in, I'm gonna say 3 weeks.
Yeah, chain up sign and everything, and people are spinning out.
Back up the hill, the conditions are getting worse.
And the snow hit us hard, and Sammy's just started spinning out left, right, and center. A bunch of cars spun out on the hill. It's just a complete mess.
They had the plow truck, 3 of them going up, dropping sand and scraping it down.
Right now,
we're spinning.
even the plows are having a hard time.
Come on, you son of a bitch. Oh, I'm buggered.
With Jamie stuck making repairs, another job goes to Al Quiring.
Drop a couple gears. Take you right up the wall there. We're gonna do a tow plow, snow plow, tow plow combination.
I hear that they had to tow one of the sanding trucks up because he couldn't get up there.
This is the part where he hands over the cash.
Well, we're getting her sorted out. Just called to release the traffic. Go water 10, go ahead.
I've run out of things to tow, I guess. You got anything else?
At the moment, we're happy. Traffic's on its way, so we'll see how she goes.
Down in Hope, Jamie's working on a new plan.
What we've decided to do is take these 2 aeroboard trucks, and these trucks can work the hill or work the highways, be our first point of contact with the customer.
It's a quick response truck aimed at securing accident scenes for heavy rescue before the competition.
This is exactly what we pictured. This is exactly what we did on the computer, and it's perfect.
And the plan could be the perfect opportunity for Brandon.
I knew he was mad, so I kind of came up with the idea that we should put Brandon into one of these trucks. I'm gonna get you to kind of do a road service patrol.
Okay.
So every day in the morning, early in the morning and then late in the afternoon, you're gonna run up and down the highway and check on broke down motors. When a customer breaks down or has an accident or runs into a problem, our guys are right there. I know you wanted to go up to Fort McMurray, and I want to make sure that you've got what you need to do before you go there. That's all.
Okay, well, maybe if I prove myself in this thing, would you maybe send me up in a truck similar to this, doing a job similar to this?
It's very possible. You're going to be the first point of contact with a customer. We can give them a price, the whole works.
Okay,
right?
Cool. Drive this thing around, do what he wants me to do, help out up the hill, create more business and more work for the towers down here. I'm going to be competing with everyone else that wants to go up on the hill. I don't like to lose. I hate losing.
She is real slick up here, doesn't she?
Sheet of ice here, buddy. Sheet of ice.
As night falls, the temperature drops to 5 degrees. The heavy snow has compressed into a thick layer of ice.
Turning it ugly when I was coming down.
It's the perfect recipe.
104 to base.
For a busy night on the Smasher.
10-4, I'm on my way up.
At the summit of the Coke, truckers chain up for the steep descent into the valley.
All getting dirty is part of the job.
Pepper Thiessen has been driving truck for 5 years.
If I didn't have chains on, I probably wouldn't make it.
She knows trying the hill without chains would be suicide.
Skylock corner, just before you get into the good stuff, there's a skating rink.
When you're going down a hill and it's icy, you know, it can go squirrely, like really quickly.
Make sure you're going real freaking slow.
Brandon sets up near the snow shed. And right away, one sedan catches his attention.
You don't drive 110 when it's pure ice. But when I see people driving past me just ripping, I'm thinking, you know what? See you in the ditch. Want to afford a base? Here I'm up by Porsche, and looks like there's going to be more to come tonight. I think it's a good idea to send someone out here.
And almost on cue, just a few miles down the hill, the sedan sits smashed in the middle of the highway. The car tried to pass a semi, lost control, and sideswiped the truck. A second big rig driver hammered the brakes. He jackknifed, and now the highway is completely blocked.
You're coming down, go real easy because she's all blocked up.
Pepper is caught right behind the accident.
I barely stopped before the first accident happened, and I'm shaking. I don't want anyone to hit me, too.
I hear this girl on the mic saying, there's been an accident, there's a jackknife semi, hit another semi, which a car hit a median, and I'm like, oh wow, this is good. I'm gonna get down there and check it out, right?
Pepper's still in danger. More trucks are coming down the icy hill, and she's got nowhere to go.
Honestly, I'm scared sitting here, really scared. Don, there's another guy that's trying to jackknife coming towards me. Make sure you're going real freaking slow.
It's an icy night on the Coke.
Somebody spun out in the middle, just after Porsche.
And the road is completely blocked. A speeding car tried to squeeze past a semi and sideswiped the truck. The big rig totaled the car, and a second semi jackknifed right beside the first.
I barely stopped before the first accident happened, and I'm shaking.
Trucker Pepper Thiessen is still in a bad spot.
I'm in a Super B and I'm loaded, and I don't want anyone to hit me, too.
Stuck on a curve at the bottom of the icy hill.
Don, there's another guy that's trying to jackknife coming towards me. Yeah, this guy just stopped. He didn't hit me, so that's good, but he's almost blocking the road now, too.
All of a sudden, I saw the truck starting to jackknife, and I was like, you know, white knuckle right on the steering wheel.
Ain't gonna be going anywhere for a bit. 2 containers tangled up there in the corner.
10-4.
Brandon is on scene within minutes.
We have 2 tractor trailers hit each other and a car.
His first night on patrol is already paying off.
I radioed in right away, telling them that we got something here, you know, we're gonna be able to get a job, right? Finally found something. I'm happy. I was there within 5 minutes of the accident. Dispatching it in, getting the job up there, I felt pretty good. And I felt like, you know, that's a win for me. It's a win for Jamie Davis.
Here's our hero, Jamie Davis.
Bit of a dangerous job. It's sending your young stepson into eye of the storm. He doesn't have me to look to, and I'm not in charge.
It was slick. Holy that night, it was just slick. I'm pretty sure every vehicle was sliding. It was just bad.
Brandon is working in an accident zone where there's himself, maybe highways people around, police officer, there's all these people in the environment. Now, without anybody being in charge, it's a little chaotic, and he's having to think on his feet.
Hey, would you like to come sit in the truck and wait and warm up? Yeah? Okay. This girl's dressed in a giraffe onesie, and her tail's wiggling along while she's walking and stuff, and car's smashed up, and the road's completely blocked. There's no way through. I have the driver of the car.
Yeah.
That was in the accident right there, and she's in the back of the truck.
Okay.
If you guys want to.
Right there?
No, the truck, it's behind these semis right here.
Okay.
He's starting to make decisions for himself. He's starting to think about what other people are telling him to do.
Don's coming up for the car. Howie's coming up. and I believe maybe Phil's coming up too.
The traffic backup is getting worse by the minute, and 15 vehicles back in the line.
There's just nowhere to go, literally. I can't go back and I can't go ahead. I'm here.
A van hauling blood for an emergency transfusion is stuck.
If I run out of time on the blood, then it goes in the garbage.
A few miles up the highway, Howie is rolling toward the scene. Bruce's old truck will take months to fix.
Blew the bolts right out of the wrecker body. Look at this.
So Howie's driving a small 5-ton designed for hauling delivery trucks, not semis.
Call was highway was blocked. All I heard was 2 trucks jackknifed in a car. We got a call from traffic services that one of them's leaking fuel.
Oh, that's a spear. That's a problem.
The truck's mud flap has pierced the fuel tank.
I don't want to wreck it. I don't want to rip it open. I don't want to drag the other trailer down the side of it.
Right now, our main concern is
just opening up the road.
Opening this up and getting rid of all the ice that's in the lanes here.
Have you got a plow truck coming up with sand?
Yep.
Plow truck's in the middle of the backup. We got to get all the vehicles in front of him out of the way so that he can bring the sand through the scene.
Whenever you're ready to get rid of the car, let's get that out of here so we can expedite moving and getting the lanes open. Please and thank you.
Just gonna turn around, come back, hook onto the car, get it out of the way, and then I'll back in and hook onto the tractor and start straightening things out.
5 minutes after Howie arrives, the flat deck shows up to deal with the totaled sedan.
I'm gonna load this car and get it out of its way.
Howie sets up to tow the first semi. But right away,
Yeah, he warned me about this left winch too.
there's a problem.
I don't want to pull from the other side.
I had a problem with hydraulic flow.
Doesn't even sound like the pump's working. Try it. Shaft's not even turning the input to the mast. I got no hydraulics.
Oklahoma is closed.
2 jackknife semis have completely cut off the southbound lanes of the Coke.
Hey guys, Eric MP is telling everybody to straight up.
Day late and $1 short.
A shipment of blood is in danger of going to waste.
I need to be in Vancouver right now, and this shipment of blood has got to get into production.
Jamie Davis's newest driver, Howie,
Try it.
is trying to get the road open.
Shaft's not even turning the input to the mast.
Howie's got a 5-ton truck to do what looks like a 25-ton job.
I got no hydraulics.
Howie needs to pull the jackknife semi straight, but his winch has packed it in.
You get up into the mountains, that cold really messes with things.
Howie moves to plan B.
I didn't have any chains on, so I threw a single on one side, the bottom side, to keep it from sliding, hold it up on the bank.
You hooked onto him?
Yeah, and it's
You gonna
in
try
gear.
dragging him?
Yeah.
And did it the old-fashioned way.
Howie sets up for a clutch drag pull. He'll use the power of his truck to pull the semi instead of the winch.
I just want to turn him away from the concrete a bit. I want to keep his wheels the way they are. I don't want him to. I want him to turn away from that other trailer a bit.
Is that you, 6-2?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please come back to the yard and grab the rotator?
Howie gets word the rotator's winch has been repaired.
And dispatch wanted me to come down the yard and pick up the rotator and take it back up there to finish the job. I don't need a tater. I can use a smaller truck. It's all in the engineering. It's all in the modifications as you're moving through the process.
Okay, Howie, go ahead.
Turn it this way. Turn this way. Turn that way. The tractor's got to chain up. He hasn't got enough to help him pull it out.
Since he can't roll in a straight line, All I could do was put the chains on the tire and hope that as I pull on him a little bit, if he gives it a little bit of power, he can roll up onto them, and then we can get him out of there.
Okay, lad, watch your back.
Okay.
Number one.
Basically, I pulled him out straight and let him drive down the road and get onto the shoulder, get that one lane open.
Howie now moves on to the second semi,
There's no hangers, but all the airlines are intact.
while police start moving traffic off the icy hill.
We're opening up the fast lane here, trying to get this congestion all cleared.
Okay, we are now moving.
Pepper is the first one through.
I was lucky, very lucky.
A minute later, the blood van starts to roll.
Moving again. I don't know for how long, but
Up on the Coquihalla Highway, near Portia,
Get this guy, the first guy out of the way here.
Howie has opened a lane for traffic.
There's one.
I got movement down here.
Jackknifed.
Those that chained up got through no problem. One guy didn't chain up and he jackknifed again, so we got another one sitting in the middle up here.
The Coke is closed again, and the blood van isn't going anywhere.
We're stopped again here. Only went about 100 feet.
So yeah, another truck jackknife. So.
Oh, jeez.
They were moving, but he decided not to put chains on, and now he's trying to get towed out.
Sand truck here. What's happening down there? What's going on?
The sand truck that could provide traction is stuck back in the lineup.
There was a bunch of trucks that took the time management skills that they had and put their chains on. He decided not to, pulling a set of Super Bs. And he wound up jackknifing because his load pushed him down the hill.
Come on, get up, put your chains on. It's gonna cost you $1,000.
We're all standing on the middle of the highway. You might as well have been pointing a gun out the window. It's 140,000 pounds of freight.
You gonna chain up or you get towed?
So we gotta do the same thing with him as we did with the first truck. Straighten him out, get him rolling.
Oh, Howie! Oh!
But the entire rig slides on the ice instead of straightening out.
They're both gone.
Without chains, the tractor's back wheels won't grip.
Okay, get out and put your chains on.
He can't get his chains on because he didn't use the flat ground in a straight line when he had the time to do it.
Once again, Howie takes the lead.
See that?
I put his chains on him. Not very happily, though.
Idiot behind the wheel. Hey! Easy, little at a time. Stop. Up. Right there. Don't move. Little bit. Stop! Don't touch the brakes. Don't hit my truck.
There's two ways people learn, money and pain.
You get your driver's license with you?
And since I'm not allowed to hurt them, I just charge them. Everybody's moving, we got the hill cleared. So once we got it open and got traffic flowing, we got everybody out of there.
It's a good night for the heavy rescue crew.
Brandon did all right. He got us alerted. He got us up there quickly before anybody else could get up there.
For Howie, it's a big victory after a shaky start.
All in 24 hours, Howie has a crash. And, you know, he goes from zero to hero and opens the highway. Really proud of him.
I'm just gonna go check with the cops and make sure they're happy.
Is it redemption? Yeah, I'd say so.
Get the drivers into a hotel and truck into the yard and go home for some sleep.
Just another night on the Highway Thru Hell.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell.
Hang on, Ann.
A rollover into a river
We're gonna get you out of here.
leaves a woman clinging to life.
Clock's ticking here.
Go!
In Alberta, a 48-ton job
Other way, other way, other way, other way, other way.
turns into a nightmare for Adam's crew.
You don't what? Hey!
And on the frozen highway,
Brandon!
a careless mistake
Go!
threatens Brandon's future
Me!
in heavy rescue.